Hey guys, it's Erin and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on easy things you can do in college to stay fit and healthy. If you haven't already watched my How I Lost the Freshman 15 and the Truth About the Freshman 15 video, I'll have them linked below. I think they're really important before you watch this video. And in those videos, I always said I would not do a video on how to avoid the Freshman 15 because if you watch the videos, you would get it. But just like, I just think that ways to avoid it just become too life consuming, and freshman year of college is such a fun time in somebody's life that I think you should just fully relish and have fun and make memories freshman year, not be so absorbed in trying to avoid something that is just really not the end of the world. So that's kind of like my take on it. But this video I decided to do because I felt like you guys needed some resolution. So what I decided to do was give you guys some really easy tips and just really little things you can implement into your life. When I say tips to stay healthy in college, I don't mean to say slim or to lose weight. Saying to stay healthy in college, I mean to be physically and mentally healthy, to be able to get stuff done in different aspects of life as far as your fitness goals maybe, or getting enough sleep, or getting schoolwork done, like just keeping an overall balance and health all around in your life. So it's not anything to do with weight loss, but it's everything to do with just being mentally and physically healthy in college, because college is very busy. There's a lot going on. It's very stressful, and there's a lot of distraction in college, honestly, too. And a lot of ways that if you have certain goals in maybe your fitness or in your grades that you could slip up, because there's just always so much going on. So these are my tips on just how to remain balanced and physically and mentally healthy and productive. Let's get started, and if you haven't already, I'd recommend you guys go watch those other two videos first. So my first tip is to walk to classes. This is honestly easier for freshmen because, like, for upperclassmen you live farther off campus, but if you live close enough to your campus or you live on campus, I totally recommend walking to classes. Walking is so great for, first of all, your mental and your physical health. It just makes you feel good and relaxed, and you get to enjoy the outside. And it's just a really easy, simple way to, you know, get some exercise in every day, or, you know, when you go to class maybe 3 times a week. It's also, you know, clears the mind and everything. Go with your friends on walks. It's super fun. And I know a lot of college campuses are really pretty, and there's a lot of fun things to look at around campus, like, you know, statues and sculptures and stuff. So it's kind of fun to go walk around with your friends or walk to class. Another one that's super important, and I know this one is overlooked, is to get enough sleep in college. And I emphasize the weekdays because I already know you're probably not going to get enough sleep on the weekends, and that's fine. And I honestly have fun. But on the weekdays, you should definitely try to get as much sleep as possible. And I know in college it's so hard because you literally live with your friends and like see your friends every single day. But I really recommend at least trying to get 8 hours of sleep every night. And I know that can be hard because you have to get up early for classes and you want to stay up late with your friends. But sleep is really important for maintaining weight. It can be a contributor to gaining weight. It can also just make it a lot harder to be successful in your classes, and, you know, you're not going to be motivated to walk to class, or, you know, maybe seek out a little healthier options in your food, you know, or cook a healthy meal. Like, it really can contribute to a lack of motivation in every other area of your life. So getting enough sleep is super important to staying healthy. Another one similar to sleeping is drinking enough water. Water can also contribute to weight gain and also can contribute to weight loss. And I know that's not the whole point of this video, but it is really important to keeping us healthy and keeping our minds healthy, keeping our skin clear, keeping us energized and motivated. And that's honestly the biggest thing that you need to prioritize in college, is anything that is going to keep you motivated and keep your mind functioning well and keeping you energized, because college is exhausting. So any little thing you can do to keep yourself energized is really gonna come back and help you be really healthy. So water. Next, as far as food, the first tip I would have is to get as much protein in as possible. Protein is what keeps you full, gives you energy. Protein is also good with like fat burning and, you know, maintaining and building muscle. So even if you're not working out a whole lot, it's really important to have a lot of protein because it will fuel your brain and your body. This is one thing I do in college that I think has really helped me. And I did do this freshman year, but, you know, as a freshman, having unlimited access to the dining halls, it gets really hard, but this is what I would do. So when I would grocery shop, I barely grocery shopped as a freshman because you don't really have a kitchen, but you know, you always have like a few snacks and stuff in your dorm. And when I grocery shop now that I live in a house, and like last year when I lived in my apartment, I mainly only buy healthy foods to keep at my house. And then I might get like 1 or 2 snack foods that just sound good, and like I'll eat them like later in the week, like goldfish, or if I like want like a sweet or something maybe. But I keep healthy foods in my house, so when I'm home, I really have no option but to eat healthier. And if I do like treat myself every single week, sometimes, most of the time more than once, me and my boyfriend go out to get dinner, me and my friends will go get crumble cookies, like stuff like that, like that's just gonna happen. But at least like when I'm home, I know I'm eating well, so then I can treat myself and I don't feel super guilty, and I feel like I will still stay on track with my goals and stuff. So that's something I like to do, and I think could be a really good thing for people that, you know, if you have that food item around, you're gonna be tempted to eat it, you know, kind of thing. It's just a good way to maintain balance and eat more in moderation, because I think everything is great in moderation, but you have to also implement the moderation. Another one that can also be easy, but I think that this one could get a little bit toxic. So I mean this in the most normal, least stressful way possible, and that's portion control. I think I've thought about this a few times, and I don't know what it was, but I think that I've never been a super big comfort eater or like emotional eater, but I know a lot of people are, but I feel like freshman year I kind of became one for that year. So portion control. This is basically just, you know, portioning the amount of food you actually want to eat, that you actually are hungry for, and kind of making the effort to not keep grazing and overeating after you know you're full. I guess this really has to go with intuitive eating and really tuning into your body and really listening to yourself, like, am I hungry right now or am I bored? Like, and how hungry am I? Like, allowing yourself to eat when you're hungry, and then really gauging while you're eating, am I still hungry or am I full? Like, I think that obviously we all overeat sometimes. I do it like every week. But I think that consistent overeating is kind of when the problem will come in, as we all know. So I think really being intentional with your portion control and intentional with when you're hungry and when you're eating and those kind of things will really help too. And that's not to always dwell on it and not be like, oh shoot, my friends are getting cookies but I'm not hungry, I can't do it, and then you freak out and eat a million cookies. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But like, obviously treat yourself if you want, but like on a consistent, regular basis, try to be a little bit more intentional. Okay, this is a tip I think is awesome if you're a freshman. I know as a freshman, when you walk in the dining hall, it's filled with every kind of good junky food that we love so much. Obviously eating those foods every single day can lead to, you know, some health issues. So one thing I would recommend is before you pick what you're gonna eat, just take a little loop, walk around the dining hall, kind of gauge what they have for that day, and then you can really determine what you're hungry for, what you're craving. Maybe you thought you wanted pizza, but then you see this healthier option that you think sounds really good too, and maybe you'll get that and then 1 piece of pizza instead of like 4 pieces of pizza, you know, something like that. Like, you can just really figure out what you actually want and kind of be a little bit more intentional with what you're gonna decide to eat. Something I did freshman year is get really familiar with all the dining halls on campus that I had access to and kind of figuring out what all of them had. Time management is one that is so crucial to staying healthy in college, because this keeps you mentally and physically healthy. If you don't manage your time and you're just kind of laying in bed all day and then you're cramming your homework at night, you are not going to have time to, if you are out of the dorms, make a good meal or get enough sleep or go to the gym or hang out with your friends or get good grades. Like, time management is so important in college, and if you guys want a video on this, I think I'm really good at time management, honestly. I really think cheer growing up is what really taught me this, and I think it's really carried over well into college. And so if you guys want a whole video on this, I would love to do that for you guys. But getting good at time management is so crucial to maintaining healthy habits in all aspects of your life. So definitely, you know, figure out what you want to do every day, plan out everything, have your assignments written out, and you'll be able to have time to go to the gym or get 8 hours of sleep or make a good meal, hang out with your friends, get an A on your homework, get your homework done. And the last tip I have is kind of, if you are going to choose to go out in college, not promoting anything, but do as you please, One thing that can definitely be a detriment to health in college is that late night snacking. I know we all want to go to like Cane's or Whataburger, and doing that every night, not the best idea. Doing that in moderation, totally fine. So one thing I could recommend to you guys is pre-making little snacks for when you get back from whatever you go out and do, so that when you want to go eat something late at night, you have something that's a little bit better and you don't have to spend money, and you can just eat it real quick and then go to bed, and you're not, you know, it's just easy to just have something pre-made. That is something I really like to do, because then it keeps you from wanting to go to like Whataburger at 2 in the morning. So that's my tips. Basically, you can probably see that all of them kind of surround balance and keeping your mental and physical health in check, because I really think if both of those aren't doing well, you're not going to stay physically fit. And I just think these tips aren't meant to only keep you physically fit, they're supposed to be just overall healthy. That's what I meant. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys want any advice or any videos on any topics at all, please let me know, comment them below, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!